Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap Live. This is the second session for Month of Challenges 11 coming home. Today is Thursday, January 12th. And so where are we here? I have done two challenges, day 1 and day 2, and I did those last Thursday for the live session. And I saw in the forum that
Jennifer Little
Jennifer,
Kiwi.
yeah, that she had asked a question about how do you keep up or catch up. And so I thought we could talk a little bit about that, and then I will start scrapping one of these. I prefer to go in order, but we'll see how that goes. So what I did, I went ahead and opened up a new canvas, and of course I went to um, the forum and then looked at the challenge for that day. And so day 3 is a photography challenge, and you're supposed to have leading lines, which is like a composition technique for photography. And so I snapped this picture really quick this afternoon, and I am trying to build like a gallery wall in my hallway. I have several things I need to hang up, so this will be kind of like a before, and then I'll take some more after. Um, but I thought this was kind of a cool leading photo, leading lines along there, so you don't have to go out and about. You can find things in your own space at home. Uh, so that then I saved it as MOC11 day 3. So you can see that up there. And then I went to day 4, and that was to choose a layout that you wanted to redo. And I did this one for, I do believe it was for a month of challenges, maybe.
It looks like one of the clean and simple ones.
Yes, so I want to play with this one because there's a lot more uh, embellishments and stuff that I think I'd like to add. So there's that. Day 5 is a series of photos. So my mom's dog, my sister bought him a Christmas sweater, and he was not impressed at all. I just love the series of photos. Then he finally looks over like, "What? Why are you taking my picture?" So have the 4 of those. And then day 6 is a photo less, and you're supposed to like have a font, an alpha, or word art to take center stage on the layout. So I want to create a um, separate album for the books I read this year. So I thought this would be a good time to create that. And then let's see, day 7 is heirloom. And the heirloom, family heirloom, there are many things that I have around my house that belong to family members, but this is my own heirloom beginning. I have wanted one of these lamps for a really long time. They're called Gone with the Wind lamps. I was telling Courtney that they they weren't in the movie itself, but they were popular, I think, like 1880 to 1910, 1920, and they were kerosene lamps, and most of them have been converted to electric. So I went shopping on Saturday to an estate sale and found this one for super, super duper price. And so now that's my heirloom I will pass down. Let's see. Then day 8 is, I think this one's the technique challenge where you're supposed to use your own paint mask. So I'm going to mask out this photo of my dining room, and then day 9 is travel related. So, and it's supposed to be a big photo, and I thought it would be great to add my journaling in this area maybe. So now I was looking at day 10, which is photos and words. So it's kind of like a look back and tell a story kind of thing, is what I was getting from it. Is that how you read it, Courtney?
For
Um,
day 10, yeah,
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of reflecting on something in your past
Okay.
and how you
So,
can use that to go forward.
right. Okay. So let's see. Um, I think I may
Bethany says
use.
that lamp looks like her grandma's lamp.
Oh,
So Kim's
okay.
suggestion is she just remembers that every page doesn't have to be perfect and it doesn't have to be her favorite page. And she says she
Right.
thinks this year's challenges have been pretty easy to do. Jen Little finally has 2 done. Yay, Jen! Good job.
Yay.
Bethany says she's grateful for the minimized pressure to get one done every day, but she's still going to aim for that goal and complete all 31. And Kim, I agree. I think once you start, it gets a little easier. Renee said the flexibility is why she's decided to do it this year. And let's see. Renee said she actually started a list of heirloom items to scrap, which is really cool.
Okay. So I am going to, I think I'm going to use these.
Oh, and that's hilarious. So Bethany shared a link to her page with the grandma's lamp, which actually happens to be her heirloom one, too, that she did.
What?
Yeah. And
Are you
so,
serious? Okay, hang
yeah,
on. I got to
it's
come
actually
over and
really
check it out.
cool. It's a really cool lamp.
Oh my gosh, it is.
So Lisa says she's
Oh.
3 behind since she's been caregiving her parents in Arizona. She
Okay,
wants
if
to be
if
home
you
for
didn't
several of
pop
them.
over and follow the link, there it is.
Yep.
So the Gone with the Wind lamps are very um there's a variety. So some can be smaller, some can be bigger. Um some of them have um different patterns, but that is so beautiful. What a sweet thing. Oh, and I love all her layering in the background. Okay, getting distracted. Okay,
You are.
so I am
So that
going
would be another
to,
tip to like not let yourself get distracted.
right, right. So I will pop over here, just do a quick auto adjust on these um, photos so I can.
So I like for Cheryl that she's going through and pulling out all the photos because that's where I get distracted. So sometimes, like as I've been importing photos each week, I also will look through and see if there's with the challenges in mind. And for pure honesty, I haven't done a single challenge yet. So I am
Yeah.
12 challenges behind.
So you're like, okay, we can
But
do
I've
this, right?
I've pulled out a couple. Like we happened to go to the zoo and this snake was, oh my gosh, the snake was killing me. He was so funny. And he like laid his body out right up against the long window. So I was
Right.
like, that's totally a leading line. Like, and the way he is, it leads right, you follow his body in the window right up to his head. So I'm
Oh
like, that's a
wow.
perfect leading line. I'm using that. It's not a perfect picture, but it's a great.
It's great. It's
So
great.
it's great. It'll work just fine. So, and it's
All
new
right.
because we went to the zoo after the challenge day. So I'm good.
All right. So just a quick adjustment on these.
That was
Do,
actually
do,
kind of a fun part
do.
walking around the zoo with them because we went 3 days after the challenge. So I was walking around looking around like, where do I see good lines? Where do I see good lines?
Right. You're like,
Oh, I
what?
like these lines. And then I was like, oh, I don't like that picture though, because this ended up like there's a really cool Christmas tree they still had up, and it has great leading lines, obviously up to the star because it's made of lights. But then
Yeah.
the what are they called when they're the sky thing that's in the sky right above it? Like crosses the photo, and it's because of the way it
Horizon
is, it's
line.
like
Yeah.
a bigger, so it draws your attention away from the tree. And I'm like, I'll Photoshop that out, but not for the challenge.
Okay, so I've talked about this before. I still need to share it. It's just a really quick action for me to make a new layout. What it does is it opens up a canvas that's 12 by 12, and it automatically has layout name, people, date, because that's how I name my photos. And so what I'm going to do is just grab these edited photos. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was all I had. All right, I'm going to pop those over there, and then I'll come back in here and just go ahead and mark these whole, because I don't think I'll scrap that again.
So Kim said, wow, Lawrence Welk. And Renee said, Lawrence Welk, Sunday nights at Grandma's house.
Yeah, it'll be a story about going to my big daddy and granny's and dressing up. And my aunt lived with them. She never married or anything, but she had the peignoir, I think is how you say it. Peignoir. I think that's how you say it or spell it. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But
Like the
anyway,
nightie?
yeah, it would be the nightgown with
Okay.
a cover, but they were usually very sheer, lots of layers, and we would put on those crazy nightgowns and dance around, and yeah, lots of fun. So this is day 10, and let me
So
go look and see what day
Lisa
11.
said she was caught up until today's challenge, but she struggled with a couple to get them going because she's a slow scrapper. I feel you on that. And that's where I think I have to come back to Kim's advice that it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be done. And then Bethany says she used to create folders for the days that she didn't have time to scrap yet, but knew what pictures and potentially kits she wanted to scrap. I like that idea. I like
Yeah,
the saving the pictures. Like I end up usually just putting the pictures where you pull them to scrap, but I like putting them straight up into a layout. So the layout's kind of not started, but started.
right. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and add in the text, um, year 2023.
And Jen says she actually started with the album cover because she needed one. So that worked really well for her to start there. And then she just went right into the first day's challenge from there. And let's see. Somebody said to double check the requirements for day 10, right? The photo and words.
Um, double
Uh,
check it.
Because
What is
one
it?
to three photos. So you have to lose a photo.
Okay. What shall
Sorry.
I give up? I'll give up Lawrence Welk. What do you think? Yeah.
What's the
Or
last
should I
one?
keep? Let's see. Um, well, I didn't want to do that. Okay, let's just delete this. Okay. There's the back of it that just says what the
The song
songs
list.
are.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like the picture of the record
Mm-hmm.
playing. You can see the movement. And then, of course, the cover. I think I'm going to lose that. What's on the back? What
The song
songs are on
list.
there? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would keep the Lawrence Welk photo and lose one of
Yeah.
the album covers, either the
Yeah.
cut front or the back.
Okay.
So, because
Okay.
you can
And
always
so,
reflect on the songs inside your journaling.
yeah.
You can add some of the songs you like to listen to.
Okay. And so I'm going to do a cover photo for our 2023 year. I don't know what the specifics are. Let's see.
Yeah, Elsie says she keeps trying to check the requirements, and that's a very good thing to do.
Album cover.
Lynn
Da,
says
da,
Lawrence Welk
da.
reminded me of working in a nursing home. It would be like surround sound as you walk down the hallway, and everyone was watching it. A lot of her at-home clients loved him too. I've probably seen every episode. I love
Okay,
it.
so let's see, I got to use 5 different things. No, no big deal. Okay. Uh,
Bethany says that sigh was heard around the all around the pad. That's the 1 to 3 one where she had to lose a photo, right?
yeah. Okay, let's
Oh,
see.
and
Where
Kat's
that's
here.
done.
She's just logged in
Who's
as her husband's name. Cass.
Kath or Cat? I couldn't understand what you said.
Cath.
Yes. Hi, Kath. Let's see. Okay, so 12 is today, and that's to create a happy page. So, happy vacation, a dream, a goal, so many ways you could go with this. So, um, gotta have a happy theme, fill up a third of your page, and then have some happy things. So, let me go back over here. I'll create another, and let's see what makes me happy.
What makes me happy? I don't know. What makes you guys happy? Who's done the happy challenge for today?
I don't know. I'm gonna.
You know what I should scrap for that? What is that?
What?
What is the makes you happy? Well, I'll tell you. Hold on, let me make sure it fits. Well, I'll tell you anyway. But a title and a few words to express what is happy about your page. So for Christmas, I got a little Lego camera to build.
Oh, how
So
cool!
and it's so cute, and it has like the buttons on the top. You can like spin them, like it's made so you can spin them, and it has a little film canister, like a little yellow film canister, and then it even has a little piece that covers the front like a lens cap. So it's got like all
What?
these little details that you're just like, oh, that's so cute. And I was like, I just built it like a couple days ago, so I'm like, I just took photos of it too, that I could do it. It makes me happy. So now
Hmm.
it sits on my scrapbook desk. Matthew's like, "Ooh, I like that." I'm like, "Yeah, you don't get it in your Lego collection yet. Not till I'm tired of it." So
Okay, so
that's what I should scrap because it's just so cute and fun, and you know how that goes. Yay, Kath! I'm glad that worked for you. Sometimes
yeah,
trying
I
to tell
thought
people how
there
to change
was.
their name, I have to think like 4 different times. I'm like, how do I do that? So it's kind of fun. So who else has some fun, happy moments? I'm like, I shared mine because Lego makes me happy and taking pictures makes me happy. My family makes me happy
Oh,
too, but they're going to be
okay,
probably on the joy page for number one.
let's see.
Ooh. Elspie hasn't decided what she's going to do her happy page on yet. Ooh, Bethany has happy socks, but she already scrapped a page about them, so she'll figure something else out. So, MOC
Hmm.
question. There are winners for each challenge. Do you have to have it done within a day, or is that decided at the end? It is decided at the end. Do the layouts have to be in order on your list thread? No, they do not.
Nope.
Put them in however you get them done. Just make sure you label them
Yeah.
the way that they're supposed to, and you only put one in each spot because that's part of how they get checked to start with, is they look to see if you have the right amount of posts. Kim went to year 2017 to see, and she found photos of her daughter and her husband decorating Christmas cookies. That's what
Hmm.
she's doing for a happy page. That'll be a fun happy. Any other MOC questions out there?
Bring them on. Bring them on.
Bring them on. I was going to say, I don't promise we know the answer, but we sure do try. And maybe we do. Some days we do. Lynn says she'll probably do a layout about something from her anniversary trip to Virginia Beach. The zoo, most likely. You know what? Zoos make me happy. I don't know why they make me so happy, but they make me happy. Like we were talking about our zoo pass, and my husband was like, "Is it expiring soon, or did you just renew it, or what?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I renewed it in October." And we realized we got it about my birthday because that's what I wanted to do for my birthday. And I have a lot of birthdays that I have spent at the zoo. The zoo brings me joy. That's a cute one with the two animals all curled up on your baby girl.
Yes, I'm really thinking I want to.
Lynn says she always wants to go to the zoo. I want to go. Okay, so there's a zoo show on TV. I don't know if it's current or not because we stream it. And I want to go to that zoo, and it's the Columbus, Ohio Zoo. And I'm kind of excited because it's really not that far away. But because it's really big, I'm like we have to make that a like an overnighter, so we don't have to. It's not that far, but I'm like if we make it an overnighter, it'll be fun. I think I've convinced my family
Okay.
that they'll go because they'll have an overnight.
All right. They don't limit the photo amounts in the
On which
happy
one?
page. The happy page, it doesn't say.
Nope, new page
Uh,
focusing on happy, at least 1/3 of the page with digital products. Add a title and some
okay.
words. So,
Okay, I'm
Kim
gonna
said
do
her
this
daughter
then.
lived in Columbus and she never went to the zoo when I visited her. You know, it happens. I've had moments where I find out about something really cool. Ooh, Yvonne says she used to live in Ohio and they've been to the Columbus Zoo and it's really good. That's awesome. The other zoo show that they do is in Australia. And I keep saying, I got to go visit some of our Down Under peeps so I can, you know, go to that zoo.
Okay,
Bethany, your happy
so
socks are
now I
very
feel
happy.
what?
Oh, Bethany shared her happy sock.
Happy
I said they're very,
socks.
very happy. I think it
Okay,
says at least a third, so it can be more than a third. Throw it all on there, Bethany.
okay,
Bethany says she
so
lives in Ohio and she's never been there. Maybe you need to
uh,
change that. Or maybe you don't like zoos, then you don't. That's okay.
okay, so now I feel like okay, I'm not caught up, but I have something to start with.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like I'm, um,
For
you know,
me, I get lost when I go into my photos because I'll start browsing and keep looking and keep looking and keep looking. So pulling the photos out and getting them
right.
started like you did, that's a fabulous idea because that will stop me from doing the longest part. And it's kind of batching in a way. Like,
Yes,
okay,
it
I've got all my
is.
layouts here with my photos. Now I just need to go back and add the kits and scrap them. And for
Okay.
you, it's probably faster to just scrap them than it is to add the kits and stuff.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. This is day 3. I just have to have a photo with leading lines. I do not see any other requirements other than it has to be a new photo
Yep, new
taken
photo,
after
leading
the
line,
3rd, and that's it.
and of
So
course,
then,
product.
yes, I gotta open up my products. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out after I mark it out.
It is being weird tonight.
Hmm.
We have a couple people who are in here twice, so we keep hearing them beep, and it's not really people leaving. It's just like their secondary ghost person
They're like,
leaving.
what is
Yeah,
happening?
it's just so you know, because I know you can hear all that beeping. You're like, what is happening? Whatever. We
What
just
is
we
happening?
keep having people logged in twice, and then the extra one ends up leaving, and you're like, perfect. But it makes the beep noise every time.
Dun, 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 dun.
Any other challenge people are struggling with? You might want to talk it out.
Now I just have to
That's the best
decide
way to
what I
put it.
want to scrap with.
Ah, see, this might be the other problem for you.
Yeah, because there's so many things.
So many, 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 many.
Let's see. Hmm.
Lynn says she still hasn't figured out what to do for day 3. That's the leading photos one, right?
Yeah. All right. So cooking. I'm just trying to see what I didn't plan this out very well.
Renee says she has all 12 done and she's patiently, or not, waiting for day 13. I get that. Or not so patiently.
All right. What? Okay. I think I'm going to use time capsule. I haven't, Lord, can we move this out of the way? Thank you. Haven't scrapped with that yet, I don't think.
I have to figure out what I want my album cover to be. That's one I'm never quite positive about.
Okay, let's see.
Ooh, yeah, leading photos in someone's garden are really good. Renee said she's found time capsule to be very useful for different layouts. Time capsule's a good one. I like a lot of the Lilypad collabs when it comes to doing things like that because they're like for challenges and stuff because they can give a totally different look every single time. It all just depends. But time capsule is a good one. I also like what was the one before that? Oh, work, play, rest. So that
Oh
was a
yeah.
really cute one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh,
Mm-hmm.
I probably can't say anything yet, huh?
About.
Well, there's a birthday next weekend.
Oh, I think we could probably say something, maybe.
What if I just say this? I did some previews for something for a birthday next week. How about
Oh,
that? Yeah. Uh-huh.
yes, yes. Okay, I
Yeah.
need to move
It's
this
About
thing out of
Time
the
is
way.
another collab one that I like a lot too.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use time capsule. Dee, 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 dee,
Lynn
dee,
uses All
dee.
About Me. Ooh, Renee uses time capsule for her weekend review layouts because there's a large selection of papers. Yeah, I love that about collabs. There's often a very large selection of play, especially if you get like the 2 or 3 parts and you put them all together, you end up with a
Right.
ton. Oh, Mr.
Mm,
McGregor's Garden. That's a really cute one from A Whimsical Adventure.
yes.
It's very Eastery. Well, yeah, like with the bunnies and stuff. Very springy.
Let's see here.
What was the kit I
Mm,
saw
mm,
this
mm,
week
mm,
that I
mm,
was like, I need
mm,
that kit?
mm, mm.
I mean, I always think I need them all, but you know.
Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna
I need those
actually.
messy dates. That's what I need from Rachel. Because
Oh
those
yeah,
messy
pick
dates are
those up.
cool.
Totally pick those up.
Totally pick those up.
All right, I'm going to use the template in Time Capsule Part
So Renee, you
2.
should check out some of Allison's BYOCs too. Because at BYOC you can buy just the papers. You don't have to buy the elements and stuff if you're not going to use them. And she usually has the papers, and then she'll have an alternate version too where she changes the colors up a little bit. So you never get just like a couple papers from her. You always get a lot.
Okay. Do you have to keep the photo huge?
Nope,
No.
I don't think so. No. Take at
Okay.
least one photo with leading lines and scrap a page.
Okay.
The photo must be taken by you.
I don't like.
Nobody else.
No, I'm not liking that composition. I'm just going to go on my own. Just break it out.
You're like, I hate this template. Who made this?
Who made this? It is not working for me. Okay, let's see.
I
Go
get
ahead
that
and
a
add
lot
my.
though. Where there's a moment you're like, oh, I love this template. And you're like, it is just not working with these photos.
It's not happening.
Or with a kit. When you have a kit and you're like, I adore this kit. And then you pull up your photos and you're like, these don't want to go together at all. And you're trying to force them and they just don't go together. And so
Don't.
finally you give up and you either switch the photos or you switch the kit. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, this works so wonderfully. What was wrong? And you're like, oh, yeah, I was trying to force two things that didn't want to go together. Anybody else have that problem or just me?
Let's see. Okay, this was.
Lisa did that last night. Bethany says, yes, all the time. Lisa says, my happy page, I opened 5 tabs, put the photo into each one. 4 of them were from Fiddle-dee-dee.
Fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-dee. Okay, let's maybe change that.
She's got a lot of good
24.
templates. I don't blame you for that.
Let's see.
I open lots of templates all the time, and they're often, not always, they're often fiddle-dee-dee. And then I drive her nuts because I either add a whole bunch of stuff to her dress down or I take away a whole bunch of stuff off the dress up. And she's like, that's not my template. I'm like, it totally is your template. Can't you see it?
Why? Why can't you see it?
Why didn't you leave it alone? I'm like, because it needed paint. It always needs paint.
It needed something.
Oh, that worked really well. Ooh, I should try that. Just open a bunch of templates, see which one my photo looks well in, and then just go.
Go.
Bethany and Lisa both do that. She said it works really well, less mistakes. All you have to do is decorate. So, do you scrap faster with templates or without?
Me?
Anybody. Everybody.
Anybody. Everybody.
It depends. Okay, so expound on the just depends and the it depends. Both my Lisas are like, just depends, it depends. Erica says she's way faster with them. Some of the simple ones are faster. Oh, that's interesting because I find it the other way around. If I'm doing a simple page, I tend to find it easier to just do it. But if I want to add a bunch of clusters, I find it faster to use Cheryl's usually because she's already got the clusters where I need to put them.
Yeah, I'm like, they're there.
Stop and figure out, where's this going to look good? Yvonne says, no, it takes her forever to decide on which papers to use. Bethany said she used to be exclusively template, but now she wasn't sure enough of herself to scrap without, but now it's kind of both. I'm glad you're feeling sure of yourself.
Yes,
Lisa can get lost in her templates, so 5 hours later. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Jen says she's totally faster with templates. The art journaling one is taking forever. Was that the right inflection in that? And then Bethany writes, only took 14 years. Thank you. Art journaling one took you 14 years? No.
So
I think that
who said that? Who said that it was taking
Jen
forever?
Little.
Okay. Was she here last week?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
She says yes.
Anyway,
So you saw Cheryl do her
okay.
art journaling one last week. Did that help or
Yeah,
harm?
right. Did
Yeah,
that
no,
help or
Bethany,
harm?
I knew it was getting more sure of yourself. I just thought it was hilarious that it was like right after the art journaling one, because it sounds like something I would say. I'd be like, oh my gosh, this art journaling layout has taken me 14 years to do, Cheryl. And she'd be like,
14
not really.
years, 14 years.
She goes, I usually listen. I think I was scrapping. Well, so the awesome thing is she records it and she posts them. So you can go back and
I did,
rewatch them.
I did. It took me till today to get the
Shh.
layout from
I
the
wasn't gonna call you
videos.
out for getting it up to date. That was fine. I
Yeah,
saw it was in
yeah.
there. That's why I was
Well,
like, I'll just go with it because I know I saw it.
yes. We saw it. We saw it.
Ooh,
Okay,
Lynn
let's
says she's
see.
enjoying art journaling much more lately. Is it the style or what you're using it for? Because I know some people just use art journal like more as a style, but some people use it more as like therapy or more as like making pretty things to print out and hang up and stuff. So I'm always curious. And yes, just the style in general. That's cool. Yeah, art journaling one usually scares me, but I'm not afraid of it this year because I love the paint. And yeah, I'm feeling like just throwing a whole bunch of paint on a page and then adding stuff to it and starting there. We'll see how it goes.
Don't want that one.
Yeah, how are you feeling about it? Ooh, I'm loving the paint splatters you got going on over here, Cheryl.
Lots of paints, lots and lots of fun stuff.
Lots of paints.
La da la da la da la da la da. Oh, there's just lots of fun stuff in here.
She is using the Time collab. That's
Time
not what it's
capsule.
called.
Time capsule.
You heard it stop, didn't you? You heard the brain just go,
Yeah, like what?
It's like, the time one. There's a time
The
one.
time the time one. Yeah, we knew.
Oh, how
We
fun.
knew.
Lisa says with art journaling, she just throws anything she's liking in a kit and then starts deleting and focusing in on a theme. I like that idea. I could try that with some of the like some of our designers are a little more artsy journaling anyway. So I think if I grabbed one of their kits and threw it all on a page and then played with it, it might work. Bethany says her art journal page came together really quickly, but she's not super happy with the coloring. But it's done and uploaded. Moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on. Hey, Cheryl. Does
Yes.
does the birthday thing correspond with a quarterly sale? Just
Yes.
asking.
I think that is correct. I believe that is
I
correct.
I think
Let me
that's
look.
correct.
I must look at the one moment, please.
One
Yes.
moment, please. Do
One
check
moment,
upon yourself.
please. Yes, I believe that the quarterly sale will coincide with a particular bash or celebration that will be occurring
Yes. Yes.
in about 1 week's time.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Since you're adding to wish lists, that's always a good time to take a look at your wish list is around the time of a sale. That's when I like to look at my wish lists. Is around a sale. See what's in there.
Sale,
Sale,
sales.
sale, sale. Oh, Bethany, rub it in. She's gonna do some shopping, getting over jet lag at the beach. Mm-hmm.
At the beach.
At the
Okay.
beach.
Da, 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 da,
Grimace,
da,
grimace, groan,
da,
groan, grimace,
da.
groan, groan. How about that? Oh,
Oh
yes,
man.
Bethany is moving. It's a big move.
He's
I'd say we're
moving.
kicking her out of the country,
He's
but that sounds kind of
moving.
rude. I'm just teasing you, Bethany. Yeah, it's been pouring down rain and freezing cold where I'm at too. That's why I was grumbling, groaning at you because I won't be at the beach.
Yeah, it's gonna be it rained all day today and then it's cooling down tonight. So even though the beach is fairly close, we will not be enjoying any beach weather. Not that I go that much anymore anyway.
Yeah,
But
I get that. Next Wednesday, she takes off. Kim, it was in the 80s yesterday, 50s today. Yeah, it was in like the 60s, or what did we hit? I think we hit 60 just a couple days ago, and then today it was back down. I was like, oh, it was even like 50 this week.
what?
And then it came
But
back down.
why?
But why?
Oh,
Because that stinking
why?
West Coast keeps sending crappy weather my way. I just don't
Right?
understand. If they could just keep it on their side, I'd be okay with that.
Like
Yeah, we were
keep it
warm
over
this
there,
morning, and then it's
please.
just gotten colder and colder and colder as the day went on. Instead of getting warmer in the afternoon, it got colder. It was not very happy. And then it's supposed to be 35 tomorrow, but then by Tuesday it'll be back up to 53. Like, seriously?
What?
Go home
What
and get drunk.
what is happening here?
Yeah.
That's not very good. Although I'm like in the middle of my a cross stitch project and I'm like a wee bit
Ooh.
obsessed. Well, mostly because um yeah, whine, complain. I have chronic back pain, nothing new there, but I sit in my chair a lot and I find that when I am able to stitch, then I feel less lazy and more productive. So it's kind of like a real like shot in the arm, I guess, that makes me feel um I don't know, makes me feel better.
I can't wait to see all your scrapping stuff, Bethany. From Montana to Thailand.
I never ask is why she was moving there. Is it a secret?
I wanted to say it's for a job, but I could be wrong.
Like, is it a uh,
She would tell you, but yeah.
but then she'd have to like kill me. She's like,
Oh, Kath, you'll get used to your new computer. They're fun. They take time to get used to, but then once you
"Ooh,
get used to
Kath,
it,
when did she get a new one? I didn't know. I missed it."
I don't know. She just said her new laptop looks grayish overlay all over. She needs to bring it under the fluorescent light. And she just said, wish she could like her new computer. And I thought, I always feel that way. Like the very first day, you're like, oh, yay, new computer. And then you're like, oh, nothing's where I want it. And then like a week or two, you're like, okay, things are where I want them. I like this. I
Yeah,
like this. I'm good. So it always takes time. I think we just get so set in where everything is and how it works. And then all of a sudden it's like, nope, that's not what it's doing anymore. Why isn't it doing
right.
this?
You're like, why?
Why? Why? Why did you have
What?
to change?
Speaking of that, okay,
Uh-oh.
the best why ever is enacted by Sally Field in Steel Magnolias when she's at the funeral of her daughter. She said, I keep wanting to ask, why? Why? My sister and I do that all the time. It's like we just decided, okay, yeah. So
Bethany
anytime
says,
somebody says why, then
you think
yeah,
of that moment.
yeah,
Bethany says they're going out with a mission group. They'll be the on the ground couple helping to coordinate and oversee short term teams who come out for like a week or two and training interns who come out for longer periods. See, it's sort of work, right? Sort of a
yeah.
job. Oh,
That's like a
Amanda, I always feel that way with a new phone.
That is a
Sorry.
big job.
hmm
Who got a new phone?
Amanda,
Which
I got a new
Amanda?
phone at
Is
Christmas time too,
i-
and yeah.
is is it? Oh, well, that's way far down. I can't see who's here. Um,
Amanda Farringer, Farlinger. I am so sorry,
Farlinger?
Amanda. I did not mean to mess up your last name like that. I just didn't read. That's
She's
really
like,
what it is. I
she
just didn't
did.
read.
She did mean it. She really did. She meant it. Don't
Cheryl.
let her fool you. Shh. Oh, I didn't say that out loud. I'm sorry.
Bethany says year one is exclusively language school. Yeah, yeah, that might be a little bit of language to learn.
Oh, I like this little gem. Isn't that
And
pretty?
Kath says she got a new one before Christmas with Windows 11. Yeah, that's a struggle when you haven't had something close to Windows 11 to move there.
Yeah,
But
but
she got
still,
Photoshop on it. No custom
yay!
toolboxes. I'm not sure what you mean by no custom toolboxes. So what kind of phone did you get, Amanda? Nosy Minds and all that. Kim likes Windows 11. I think if I was on it, I might like it, but my kid is on it and I am not. So when I have to help him find something, it drives me nuts because the desktop bar and finding things aren't where they should be. And since he doesn't have the same shortcuts I have, it drives me nuts because I'm like, how do you get to this thing again?
Like, I need to know.
Like, how do I get to my computer so I can make that part work? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, ugh, this thing right here.
Grr.
Why don't you have that as a shortcut?
And then what does he say? I don't know.
Like, I don't use it. Like, yeah, I know, because he knows how to use the Windows 11 really well. So, and then it makes me feel old, but that's okay. Amanda switched phone providers. So she upgraded to the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE. So what's the FE? Does that make it a bigger screen or a smaller screen? Iron. Yeah, I live in a house with a nurse. He's like, that's iron. Why is it iron? It's the fan edition. People are not fans of iron. That doesn't work very well. Jen loves Windows 11. Her husband upgraded his computer and hates it. Kim says it's nice she doesn't have to share her laptop. Is that because nobody else likes Windows 11? Lynn just upgraded to Windows 10. The box of layers and styles. Oh, like setting up your workspace, Kath. Is that what you mean? Like where Cheryl's got her layers right there on the left, and that's part of your is it window or view?
Window.
Window.
So, Kath, if you're looking for these particular panels, the layers panel, your style, shapes, brushes, swatches, actions, all that you can set up however you would like. But if you don't see something, go to window and you'll see that you can put a check mark by them and then they will show up. So let's say I'm going to turn off layers for a second and then I'll turn it back on. Usually when you open it up, it's going to be a floating window like this. And if you want to dock it, you just use your mouse and your left click on your mouse and just bring it over and hover till you get that blue line. And then the floating window ghosts out and then just release the mouse click and then it docks it. And then you can hover over the left side of it with the arrow going left and right. And you can pull that out if you want to see what the full name is of each layer. Does that help?
Yeah, she says, why didn't the cloud save it? If you saved it to I can't, your desktop
Oh,
layout, it might be there.
She needs to
Yeah, you
set
can
up
save your
a
workspace from your
workspace.
old computer. Workspace, that's the word I was looking for. I'm like, it's not
Yep.
desktop. It's not, what is it called? It's workspace.
Yeah, mine's called Cheryl's Fabulous Workspace.
I love that.
I must
So
have been in a
Erica says,
mood that day.
yep, her husband works for Microsoft, so she upgraded right to when 11 came out. I haven't because it claims it won't work with something on my computer, but I haven't gone in to look and see what it actually won't work with, and I'm sure it would, but I'm just too lazy. So I'm quite happy to just let it not work with whatever, and it doesn't try and force an upgrade on me
You're like,
until I'm
oh,
ready for it.
I am not
Oh, she
ready
says,
for it
thank you
yet.
for all the tips. Yeah, I'm not ready for it yet. Some days it's learning too
Okay.
much new stuff, and I don't want to today.
No learning today.
Bethany doesn't want
No
Windows
learning
11 because she doesn't
today.
like the folder view of Windows. Oh, because she likes the folder view of Windows 10. I thought they'd fix that. Am I mistaken, Windows 11 people? They did fix
Uh,
it. Yeah.
they
That
fixed
was a
what?
very big outrage. So remember the folders weren't showing things? They weren't showing the
Oh,
folder
yeah, yeah,
view.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes.
So Renee says she had no choice when she got her computer last March. It had to be 11. No options, no options. Yeah, that's how they finally
Okay.
kicked me off XP. I skipped Vista. I went from XP to like the second version of 8, like 8.2 or something, because I was not moving to Vista.
All right. I'm
So,
working on custom shadows. Usually do this every other Watch Cheryl Scrap, but if you haven't been here before, which I don't know if we have any new people tonight, um, if I'm doing something that you would like explained, then just give a little holla. Holla,
Cheryl's still using
holla.
Windows 7. Yeah, I I think I skipped 7. Yeah, because 7 was before 8, and I went from XP all the way to 8. And I do have to say, it's not because
Mm.
I'm against changing them. I upgrade my Photoshop all the time. I just don't like to change my operating system if I don't have to. Renee says she doesn't have her folders view back yet, but she's gotten used to not having it. Maybe it's a weird setting you have to turn on or something now. File Explorer has tabs. Did it have them before Windows 11? I don't know what you mean by that.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
Lisa, I'm always nervous about changing the OS because in the past I had things stop working or you couldn't use them anymore when you switched OSs. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I have PTSD because I swear every time it says it needs to update, and I'm like, what are they going to screw up this time? I can't do it. I can't do it.
Kim goes, like Chrome has tabs with a plus sign to open a new tab. File Explorer has that now. Jen's like, I didn't even realize there were tabs until I was looking. Don't you love it when somebody teaches you something? I've done
Okay,
that so many times with
what are
Cheryl.
what are we talking about again? Because I was
File
concentrating.
Explorer has tabs in Windows 11. She says
Has
they don't have it in
tabs.
XP, right? And I was like, I don't know.
Tabs.
Or in mine.
Holy cow. God bless America. Okay, does it retain it when you go back? No, it doesn't. Okay.
Bethany's like, huh? I think Cheryl just discovered the tabs.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Kim,
Yeah.
you taught
I
us all
just
something tonight.
All right, here we go.
Jen's
Um,
like mind blown.
all right. So I'm like looking here, my quick access is here. But if you look up at the top, it has tabs. So you can have like specific things on that. Oh, Lord
Amanda
have
goes, that
mercy.
multi-tab could be dangerous. And I'm thinking, yep. I've seen
But
my
it
Chrome tabs.
yeah, it didn't retain it. the the multiple tabs. It when I closed it out and went back, it just had the. I wonder if there's a setting I need to change so that
It
when
keeps
I
them.
open it up, yeah, but it
Jen
probably
says
does
her
that.
mom is mortally opposed to upgrading to 11. She's been through more upgrades and waits until she has to change. I feel your mom, Jen. I really do. Renee says hers doesn't have it. Renee, are you sure you have 11 and not 10? The tabs are in 11, Lisa. Yeah, File Explorer tabs are an 11 feature.
Yeah.
See, they're trying to get us all to upgrade. They're like, we have tabs.
Like, no,
It's like, we
you
have cookies.
come over here. We
Oh.
have cookies.
You know, Bethany, that's Bethany said, I think I need to get through MOC before switching to 11. And I'm like, I think that's like always my comment is, oh, I need to get through MOC before doing this, that, and the other thing. Like, I needed to finish MOC before resetting my shadows because my shadow styles are a mess. Yeah, I said that last year. I'm saying it again this year. I still need to get through MOC before I can fix my shadow styles because I never fixed them.
You're like, no.
I'm not, I don't know why I never fixed them in the last 11 months, but hey, it never happened, so it's not happening right now. Kim said she Googled, there's no way right now to save the tabs. Renee says
Well,
she usually just opens multiple Explorer windows. She has 2 open now, so tabs wouldn't really be beneficial for me. Kim says never update anything in January.
right.
Amanda would switch for cookies. Tabs are not enough. That's what you should tell Microsoft. You want us to switch? Send us all cookies and we'll switch. So if you can make that happen,
Make it happen. Make it
make it
happen.
happen. Send us all cookies and then we'll talk about the switch thing that we're doing. How about that?
That'll work.
I like it. I like it a lot. It's really fun. It'd be really funny too.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and make my little journaling block here.
You are at 10:02. What's the paint that you're working with? Is that in the collab?
No, that was just a set of brushes, commercial use brushes I've had for a long time, like back in the scrap worker day. Shell's
And
Creations.
did you resize it super small? Ooh, Shell's Creations. I'm gonna go look and see if I have it.
I did resize it super small.
There you go.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
ask and we usually will answer.
Yes. So any watercolor paint could do.
There's some
But
really
that,
fabulous sets of watercolor paint, and then Allison Pennington has a really great set of like date
yes.
markers. I believe still in the store.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I can't think of where. I know. I think just Jamie has markers too, as well as maybe mommy-ish. Hmm.
What do you mean markers? Oh, date markers?
Well, like markers, like if you're gonna circle or cross through, or um, like little doodles, if you're gonna circle the day or whatever.
Yeah, Kim Jensen has great date tags, marker doodles. Yeah, just Jamie has some watercolors. I think Rachel
Yeah.
has some watercolors too.
Yeah.
I was trying to think. Ugh, it doesn't like me today, or I don't have the right search words, which is usually my issue because,
Yeah.
you know.
And really, I could have pulled from this. Um,
So this is
collab
the one that
here.
I was referring to by Allison. It's ILY highlighted, and it's got 151 brushes. So it's got all sorts of little tiny brushes to underline or highlight little dates and stuff.
Okay. So I just pulled in This is from the Time Capsule blog hop, and it is by Just Jamie. So I can either have it that way or I can use, which I kind of like the pink better. And I like that better. I'm getting rid of that. Yep, I like that.
Checked on that to put it on her wish list, and it says that she already has it. This is a Just Jamie one from her Storyteller collection, if you've purchased those. Um, but she has one, and it just has 57 little highlights in it. So it has little X's, little circles, little longer ones, like if you're using a long date card, but it also has just some little scribbly type things and stuff that highlight. That's another one that I've used a lot. Yes, except for BYOC, if you buy the bundle, it won't always catch that, but I'm very grateful for Lilypad telling me not to rebuy things because I have rebought things at other places and it drives me
Oh,
bonkers.
shh. No, 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 no.
She says, "You told me an hour, we're done."
She got a bath.
Ooh, she's all pretty.
Yep. She's all excited.
And that's a
Jay takes her to the back door and he tells her, "You got to be you." She's like trying to bark, and he's like, "No, be quiet. Be a little lady now. Be a little lady." And so she'll be just like straining at the door to get out, and as soon as you open the screen door, you're not being a little lady.
You're not being a little lady. Oh, that's amazing.
Okay. All right. So I think that will do us for tonight. Let's see.
You got a good start on it. You got
Uh,
something going. And this is the one I was thinking of by MBK Design. It's got some little elements to like little arrows, little circles, little hearts that you could also use. Jen got her art journaling done. Woo woo! Good job, Jen.
Yay! All right, so hopefully I'll have this one up sooner rather than later. But I will post it in the forum. I usually add it to the opening post where I share all the live events, and then I'll make another, once I get, more than a couple of layouts made, then I will share the playlist on my YouTube channel.
Aw, see, you are getting there. You can do this. That's Kim. She's being your cheerleader.
Woohoo!
I like it.
I did it.
Yay!
And so hopefully I can get this up quick too, so I can share it with Jennifer specifically because she was, talking about. I think it's a good idea to try to. What?
She was busy scrapping while we chatted. Oh, you mean Jennifer Little Kiwi from the forum? I'm with you now.
Little Kiwi in the forum.
Yep.
Yeah. So we can share just one way you can try to catch up.
Well, and we also talked about the ones that other people suggested too. So
yes,
we have a couple.
There were lots of tips.
There were lots of great tips. Thank you for coming, Lynn and Jan. Thank you
and
for
who
being
is the person? Who is the person that shared about the tabs?
Was that Kim or Jen or? I'm like, I think it blew Jen's mind, and Kim's the one that shared it. It was Kim. Yep.
Yes, thank you. That was fabulous.
Okay. You're the
solution. All right, ladies. We will see you next week. And I'll see you around the forum.
Same crazy time.
Yep. Will do.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Courtney.
Bye.